Hadit, Denizit, Sakazet, Skyzit, Sai Sozit Zatzi. I am of the Wet'suwet'en Nation, the Gilsethyu clan, and Unistoten House. Though I cannot speak my language fluently, I decided to speak my introduction in Wet'suwet'en because Nu Ganik Uhwiltzen Nutzi Diz I. It's still a little rough, but it translates to our language is always in our hearts. And like our language, our songs, culture, dances, our very way of being live within our hearts, and our hearts are connected to the Yinta. For those that don't know, the Yinta can be translated to the land, though that is a rough translation, as I'm sure it symbolizes something much different to me than it does to you. I prefer to say Yinta to hold on to what I relate to. Yinta, the land that gives us life through food, water, our homes, our medicines, the land that gives us life through everything that exists within it, the language that left my mouth in pride. It is the language that is of the mountains, the valleys, the rushing rivers, all of it. The songs in our theater were based off the teachings we learned as we coexisted with all the life within that Yinta. Even our materials for our masks, drums, clothing, totem poles, longhouses, and pit houses are of the land. So when I say protect the land, I mean protect everything that defines me as a Wet'suwet'en. I mean protect our culture from the damage colonizers have been committing for less than 200 years in the form of genocide, and our new present day cultural genocide. Kill the Indian and save the man was and still is the motto of Canada, who bought a pipeline and then during the COVID-19 pandemic bailed out the oil and gas industry, a dying industry that destroys Indigenous ways of living at the source of extraction and the pipelines that run from it. Though they will constantly tell you it's safe, clean, and will not burst, I can tell you I've seen different. I've seen water catch fire, high volume rates of rare forms of cancer in people of all ages, animals with tumors, deformed fish, and these are all signs that we cannot drink the water at those places anymore, or even paddle through and sing our paddle songs. The people in those places cannot hunt or fish or gather. And it's at that point that we become dependent on importing our basic necessities that we used to be able to obtain ourselves. It's at that point that we are not free anymore to live as Indigenous people. It's at that point that my hereditary chiefs, who live according to our teachings and natural laws, who have been chosen by the people, have stood up with our unified decision and common sense to demand our right to exist as Indigenous people be respected. We demanded that Coastal GasLink cease all work on our Yinta, and that the RCMP who work to escort them through be escorted off our lands as well. Coastal GasLink has never and never will obtain the free, prior, and informed consent of my hereditary chiefs who have the jurisdiction on all of the Yinta. I'll sing one verse of a song that is very dear to me. It is the same song I heard Frida weep out as the RCMP tore her from our Yinta for protecting it and asserting our right to say no to Coastal GasLink's work. Thank you for listening to that. The lyrics to Neseth Kyo mean take me back, and my heart will be good. We sing it as a cabin opening song, meaning take me back to the land and my heart will be good. Today I sing it to you as a prayer. A prayer that we're brought back to our Yinta as free with Suatan, so our hearts will be good again. Masait Dasni, I thank you for listening to what I needed to say. And Snakalia, thank you for helping us in our time of need. Thank you. Bye.